James.
What? Who are you? Mom, I thought you told me never to talk to strangers.
Like I said before, Jimmy, please be nice to your new stepfather.
Content, and it was a drawing, and basically it was blurred. But in the comment section, they were telling Space Kitten to take the minors' nudes down because they were talking about another video she had posted, or they had posted, and basically. Hello. Hey. It is me. I'm a gingerbread man. What do you mean it's not me? It's me, but I have a filter on. The gingerbread man filter. If you have to ask why I have a filter on, you should already know that. Who is that wants to get me already? Like, Jesus. Never mind. I think it's better than the green screen. Why do I have a filter on? I don't know. I don't know why I have a filter on. This is crazy. Well, not really. There's a lot crazier, so. Get your life together. My life is together. The only thing that needs to get together is a lawyer. I don't got money for that. I don't know if someone recently made a video or something calling me a groomer, but when have I ever been a groomer? That's what I want to know. When have I ever messaged minors inappropriately? Where is this miscommunication from a predator to a groomer happening? Somewhere along the lines, people are confusing things, and I just need to get a personal lawyer I don't have money for. And when this lawyer clears my name, I'm pretty sure none of those people that lied are gonna apologize. But that's okay. I don't need your apology. You could shove it. That's crazy. Where? Like, in order to be a groomer, wouldn't that mean that you would have to be preying on minors in messages? Where? Because Reddit saying, oh, she was in messages with minors. There were other adults in there. And why don't you go message those adults and be like, why were you in there with minors? No, it's only focused on me because I have a large platform. And I never said anything inappropriate to minors in messages, so where does the groomer? I don't even know. I don't know. There's so much stuff about me every day. It's so crazy. I find out something new about myself, and I'm just like, it's not helping me. And it's not helping your cause.
Keep it up.
Because those who lied are gonna pay big time, thousands of dollars. That's the money that I had.
I think I get too emotional.
You know, that agency. Do you know how much money I could have made? So, your paychecks are gonna end up in my pockets. One way or another. Who is this? It is me. Do you see the username? Do you see the account? So why are you asking who this is? Hello. Please, I got screen recordings. They got screenshots. Screenshots do not work in court. I hope you know that. Because you can edit a screenshot.
It's funny because it's true.
Being able to change date and times on iPhones, that's not going to work. Unless they have a screen recording, which what, they're going to show that live? Okay, but that's not a screen recording. And the only thing they have are screenshots, which ain't gonna work because
Hello, I'm here to help you if you need
you
it.
could edit screenshots, so that's not gonna work. I got screen recordings of my search history. I've got proof in video form. I mean, I do have some screenshots which can be proven, but for the most part, I have screen recordings. Screenshots are not gonna fly, so if they try to show that screenshot that they edited on wherever they edited CapCut Pro, because I know how to use CapCut Pro too. We're all a pro on CapCut Pro. Let me tell you something, okay? You show those photos in court, they're gonna look at it and throw it out, because unless you have screen recordings, mind you, if I was to get all the ex-moderators together from Discord and compile a whole bunch of information on you and slam that in court, yeah, you don't want a record. Because once you have a record, you won't be able to get a job. You focus on me, you need to focus on yourself before you end up behind bars. In a concrete wall, in a concrete room with 4 concrete walls, okay? Having to go to the bathroom when they tell you to, eat when they tell you to. It ain't gonna be good food either. Proof? I've already showed proof on my Insta story, and I've showed proof on here too, but it gets taken down for bullying and harassment. I wonder why. Who am I bullying and harassing by sharing stuff I've received? If I'm sharing stuff that I've received screenshots from a Discord, how is that bullying and harassing someone? Because I'm telling the truth. Notice how none of the videos they posted on me get taken down for bullying and harassment. If I cared enough to take videos down about myself and report these people, don't you think I would have done it a long time ago? So why is it every time when I share something on them, it's always getting taken down? I'm always getting silenced. Something is happening. It just
Goodbye,
doesn't make sense.
and thanks for shopping at Aquaberry.
Flopping. First of all, let me tell you something. It was like that one lyric in a song. You ain't even got on to flop, right? What was it? It says you ain't even been on. So if I'm flopping, that must have meant I was on at one point in time. So if I was on at one point in time, you
Cheer
ain't
up,
been
buddy. They still won't
So
give me the key to
how
the
am I a flop if I was on in the first place and you ain't never been on? So let's be real. You don't have a video with 50 million views. And maybe it might have been years ago. You know, but I got noticed by celebrities.
Who needs an education when you can go to...
Even though I'm not a huge Russell Flash fan anymore because of the Trump stuff, but you know, you like lies. I even got noticed by Billy Joel. So he posted me in his story, and actually I showed proof. And I still have the screen recording of when Cardi B liked my video that she wasn't even tagged in using her audio. So how did she find me? I didn't even tag her. I forgot to tag her, and I said, whoops. And she still liked my video, and she was not even tagged in it. Not only that, right? Well, you can't show screen recorded videos on here. You can only show screenshots, which I probably have the screenshots.
James, hurry up and get a table.
BB Rexa commented on
We've
that
got a
video
lot
that
of
went
work
viral
before us
because that was
today.
my second most viral video about the beauty standards. And people got so mad to the point where they reported her.
Fascinating, isn't it?
And then tried to say, oh, she heard the horrible things about you, so she took calm it down. No, she didn't. It got reported and taken down. And I have proof on that. And I'm just
Careful!
like, why are you so...
Young man,
Shit, I
stop
almost had it, I almost
daydreaming.
had it.
commented on my post that you reported. Okay.
Good
Like,
work.
imagine being
You
mad at
have a
celebrity
future
commented
in
on someone's
chemistry.
post. I don't know.
No,
Fuck!
not like that.
Like, having a large following, you get noticed by celebrities on here. when Kevin Hart liked my comment.
Keep up the good work. You're almost done.
Comment under the post of The Rock, him and The Rock.
I'm afraid today's work was unsatisfactory.
And I had, like,
You'll do better next time?
the comment was pertaining to Kevin Hart being afraid of the butterfly, and he liked my comment. Gloria Gaynor, the original, you know, the I Will Survive, that song, yeah, she liked my comment. Rosie O'Donnell liked one of my comments. I mean, let's be real. You ain't been on nothing. So, to call someone a flop when you ain't even been on anything is crazy. Get 50 million views and then call someone a flop, because you're a flop. Right now, I wouldn't even be projecting if I was you. Like, last month was my best month, so I make thousands of dollars while you flop. Okay, like a fish. And it probably smells like fish, so close your legs. Thank you. Don't leave them open. Okay. Saying it, I will repeat it again. But it's just crazy to me. These people be so mad for what? You know what's funny is how all these people love to make false accusations but never run for public. Like, how do you sit? And here's the thing that literally baffles me, is that they openly admit to having CP in their phone. Like, oh, we have the proof. Why would you admit to having minors in your phone?
Hey, good looking.
What's up?
Oh, you're so angry. But I think you've got a softer side.
Haven't you caused enough trouble?
That's not fair. I'm a nice girl. I'm nice to everyone. Now, everyone hates me.
Look, I'm sorry.
Well,
admitting to people you have
okay.
children in your phone.
But now Johnny and his boys won't even speak to me.
Boys can get really jealous when they find out you've been kissing another boy.
It wasn't like that. I'm not like that.
Okay.
But I left all my things in the abandoned tenements where they hang out. My address book, my keys, my perfume, my lipstick, even my laundry. Everything. Now I've got nothing. I don't have much money.
That's too bad.
Maybe you could get them back for me?
You want me to steal your stuff back from a bloodthirsty mob of angry greaseballs?
I'd be very grateful, Jimmy. Very grateful.
Because imagine walking around saying I'm carrying this for a lawyer. That's not even an excuse at that point. Like, the police would say, well, you shouldn't have anyways. I'm not stupid. I may have a learning disability, but I know better. Why would I have anything with minors on my phone? Makes no sense, except if it's proof where they're literally admitting minors were groomed in their Discord. They dox the minor. They were arguing back and forth, grown adults with a minor on Discord, but that's not weird. You're arguing with a minor that called you out on Reddit because you were being weird, and then said you can't blame me.
If you were smart, you get the hell off our
Come
turf.
here.
Discord, they blame me. Is that what
Come
I'm
on,
saying?
Hero.
I'm getting
Walk
blamed
home.
for what you're choosing to do is weird. Saying she's not active, so you can't blame her. She's not. You don't have to be to blame because she wasn't active. You know, I'm so glad that I was not live for a whole month because it literally proves that you tried to lie on me and blame me for something you do and you don't take account of it. First of all, it's a live stream where people talk, so why would I have to shut up? That makes no sense. Okay. There's so much proof on the Reddit. You meet jobless people. People who have no jobs. Those people.
Someone who cares.
Get out of
Sonic? I haven't seen Sonic.
Says my overeating is a form of...
I have not seen Sonic.
I'm actually running after you. Tell me if you can hold back.
Reddit is filled with jobless people that sit there thinking that they're famous bloggers when they're not. Especially because Reddit has caused a lot of damage to people. The stuff I see Reddit is just like this.
Sorry, I left my for the pain train.
Choo choo! To harass people, and then after they think they're harassing people, they send people to the library to take recently got a picture of me acting like they was incognito, like I didn't know who was sitting there. Like I pay attention to my surroundings.
Sometimes I wonder what I did for my parents to send me here.
If I wanted to,
I found that combing my hair smooths my mind out.
Harassing me,
Gotta get
so they can ask you not to come back. I will. But you're lucky I'm nice enough not to do that to you because some of these people need.
You better get out of here before you get hurt.
You want to ruin your chances of studying? And it's so weird considering the fact that I don't engage with those people. I was just like, I forgot what it was. Sorry. You know, I still my throat. But anyways, I got up to do something and all I see is a photo of my behind or whatever. Because they took a photo when I was walking away and literally acting like I wouldn't know. Who did that? Because I can see. I know who was sitting where, like, and then the Discord just sends people, like, not Discord, Reddit, and if they were influencers, they wouldn't be harassing someone, because influencers, me, I don't give a holler, whatever, about brand deals, because I'm not trying to be brand friendly, but if they were content creators, they're not
So much
doing
stuff
anything
just
to
lying
help
around.
their account or content, because they're actively in drama. Imagine sitting in a Reddit for 24/7 talking about you got a job and you're in school. I wasn't this active on social media when I was in college. If you're in college, you would not be this active online, actively harassing someone, and then trying to lie on them and bring up old group chats. Okay, well, where did you get those old group chats from? And how come you're trying to drag other people that are...
Boys, it's Jimmy! Back me up!
Crazy. Considering the fact that I never said anything inappropriate to minors, you don't have proof. You just try to say, oh, there's minors. There was more adults in there than there was minors, and what does that got to do with
I'm gonna smoke your butt with my boot!
I didn't know that group. I don't have anything to do. You know, every single thing that I was doing from Discords to group chats had an admin, and I was not an admin. You know how admins work, right? If anything inappropriate was to go on in those chats, it would have immediately been removed and addressed. Unlike you, you don't immediately do and address things. You blame people.
What a buzz!
You say it's your moderator's fault for why things are happening. You say that you try to keep things secret, but it gets out. You didn't notify the parents when 2 minors were groomed, and you don't have any rules put in place. And did you know all the rules that were from Discords that I were in? You implemented the ID rule because of me, so thank you. Did you know that when they first started the Discord, they made it so people had to verify their age through ID? You know who got put them onto that? I did, because I was literally in a Discord where if there was like 18 plus or anything like that,
Alright, someone step up.
And it was in a chat that was locked. And the only way you can get in is if you got a video call and showed your ID with your face, so that way you can't edit anything. So now they started implementing that and started
Honestly,
asking for
I don't think I'll ever do that again. Not without her.
people, which is really weird why, you know, would implement that doxing people.
Don't mess with me now.
You with my ID information. Now those people I would, because they're not actively doxing people, but you're in a Discord actively doxing people, trying to verify them with their ID, and you literally have access to their
Just what I was looking
address.
for.
You can easily dox them when you don't like that. For you, that's weird. Like, I get it, like, you're trying to use my, whatever it is that I helped you, but it's weird to an extent when you're doxing people with that information, so.
I don't know if I got the strength to fix another
Anybody
bike.
who gave them
I'm
their
kind of sick of
information
it.
probably got
Big,
doxed.
big,
Hey, there's tracks nearby. You're on the wrong side of them.
If you're talking about that babysitting app, do you know how many large content creators have accounts? This was during COVID. If you're talking about babysitting online during COVID, why would you go babysit in person to spread COVID?
need a smoke.
And no one knew what COVID was, or there was no vaccine.
Please tell my girl.
Babysit someone in person, considering the fact that if we leave the rules of that app, the parent cannot leave their child unattended alone in the room. The parent has to be in the room. The parent has to be there. And the only reason why I made an account was because I saw a video about it. And I was looking for work from home jobs because how am I gonna get a job if everything's
Now
shut
this
down
feels good.
during COVID? I don't get a stimulus check because I didn't have a job during COVID. So you either have to have a job during COVID or be getting SSI or SSI, Social Security Disability, which I was not getting. So because I don't have a job and I'm not getting Social Security Disability, I'm not getting any money. I don't get a stimulus check. And then on top of that, I was looking for work from home jobs.
Whoa, what are you doing here?
Taking out the trash.
Looks like that's what I have to do.
I look at reviews.
I just love wrecking things with my hammer.
There was like a bunch of, there's probably large content creators that have accounts there. You're coming at me. And I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't even get no jobs because at that point when I was doing nothing, I never went back to the scare. Like this guy said that it's legitimate, but I haven't anything. And basically, I was like, I didn't receive any offers, it's a scam. Like, I need to make money. You have to understand something. If I'm not getting a stimulus check, everything's closed during COVID. You think if you've got bills, they're gonna wait? No, those bills are gonna pile up until you end up having to pay them. I need money coming in. I am not gonna sit there and just have my bills pile up because COVID screwed a lot of people with it. That's why I didn't that's why because they never recovered from COVID. And people got evicted because their rent piled up because of COVID. They can't immediately evict you because of COVID, but your rent piles up and eventually you owe thousands of dollars in rent. And rather than have my bills pile up, and then I get so far behind I can't even pay it anymore, I needed money. So what was I gonna do? Because you can't physically go get a job because COVID had everything was shut down. I was behind of COVID. So I did the next best thing I could, which was go look for a job. That was I didn't lie about my age, unlike Leslie, who lied about her age on there. And elementary school and read books to children because I was doing an internship in high school. So I went from interning at a homeless shelter, feeding homeless people, to the elementary school to read books to children, to prepping and doing meal prep in a 4-star restaurant with people who were vegan. Because I said, this might get me my foot in the door to restaurant stuff. And so I went from the elementary school to interning at a restaurant because I didn't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be a teacher. I want to go to school. I said, there's nothing that would put me in the light of work to be a teacher. I would rather prefer like restaurant work or something because I don't want to work hard. So that's what I did. I switched. One person, they actually got it set up for 2 people to go
Don't cross me now.
There was proof he received a text message from said person doxing people, and he tried to revive his glory days of To Catch a Predator on YouTube and tried to make it like a whole YouTube thing, and he failed. You know, it's so crazy. Like, yes, I had a ham sandwich. You know, it's just mentally draining sometimes. It's like, why is everyone a predator or a looper? I don't like that.
Why'd anyone throw this away?
And then it most likely stems from people that are actually having allegations on themselves. Why is it that everyone was so focused on calling something I wasn't
Come on,
no proof
try and mess with me.
when I was talking about Leslie, who had proof? had to do was just do a TikTok search. Why did it deflect from Leslie to me? And why is it the same people that was calling me one was hanging out with Leslie defending her and saying like, I don't know why she's bringing it up. This is old. You apologized. Do you think people can apologize for being a predator and sending nudes to a minor? How does that work? That's like saying that John Wayne Gacy can apologize for unaliving people and not have to go to jail. That's like literally saying Jeffrey Dahmer should have got away with what he got away with because he apologized. It doesn't matter. It's literally on Reddit. Isaac and Rose Chula said, Rose Chula was the one who said it, I believe. Rose Chula said that Leslie apologized, so why am I still harping on it? Why am I still talking about something? You know what's crazy is that people back then tried to hold Leslie accountable, and they were getting blocked by moderators because it wasn't talking about weed, and it's a live stream that she was having, letting people go up there to lie to say that I was stealing my dad's disability checks, and that the neighbors complained of noise complaints because they were making fatphobic jokes in a live stream with a predator, while people was trying to call that predator out. The same person that says she's black because her brother is half black. The same person that said, you know when a black person smells for a week? That's what I smell like. The same person who refused to take her dog to the vet because her grandmother did not want to let go of her dog. So Leslie said, my grandmother does not want to lose her dog because they know if they took the dog to the vet, the dog was going to be put down because it was already in misery. And rather than take your dog to the vet to get help, you let your dog pass away painfully, mind you, painfully, because you refuse to let go of your dog. If your dog is in pain and suffering, why would you want to keep your dog like that? Your friends came forward. So much so she got hacked multiple times. The one girl that caused Daniel Larson to be homeless, which was, what was her name? I forget her name. She's an OF. She does OF content. And Leslie said, you're just an OF content model type thing. I don't know what Leslie said. There's a whole video of you, right? Which I wish I never saw because it scarred my face. Someone sent it to me. I said, do not send it to me, but they did. It got leaked on Reddit. It's PG-13, right? She was literally on the floor of her grandma's house, bathroom, right? She lives with her grandma in her grandmother's bathroom on the floor. Herself. I can't even say she was herself. And thought that she was literally pissing. Okay? You was not doing what you think you was doing. You was peeing on the floor. It is not what you thought it was. And then
This is a beauty!
this is the same girl that literally, like, they lied to you and you sent news to more minors because they were pretending to be a minor on Snapchat. Then after that, her Snapchat, trying to Crystal.
Score!
That's who it is, the one who called Daniel Larson to be homeless, she was harassing disabled people on
I can
4chan.
hurt someone with
And
this.
she had a group where they would find disabled content creators and they would go target them for no reason. And I didn't agree with that, and the Discord exposed that after having her in the Discord, and they got mad because she went against Leslie on my live. That was the live where it had 8,000 people. And then Isaac got mad and tried to expose Crystal, saying he was a moderator in the Discord. And then I told Crystal I didn't agree with her. Crystal threatened me, told me to stop mentioning her and Daniel Larson. Do not bring up the Daniel Larson situation. Made a very serious threat towards me. I blocked her.
You like
I said,
that,
you know
don't
what?
you,
I'm
chump?
blocking you because you don't threaten me.
gifts, honey. You're great.
You know what?
You're even better up close.
Maybe you should talk about the police.
Wow, Jimmy. You're so, man.
That's how it's done.
You'll help, won't you? I see the art of cookie is alive.
Starting a tagging campaign, and I want you to help me. You in?
Well, all right. Not so big now, are you? Oh, sure. Pull the leg card.
I'm coming!
Get some! Come on, hero. Walk tall, don't ya?
Just back off!
First of all, every time we had a situation with the police coming to pick up my dad, we've never had to leave the apartment and not be allowed to.
Not so big now, are you?
Told them we couldn't have a squad situation.
Come on, hero.
They didn't listen to us.
Come on, hero. Walk tall, don't ya?
This isn't over. You and me are gonna
So we had to hurry up and sneak out of the apartment.
Mike Johnson.
My mother had to go to work. She said, well, can you leave with your brother, please? I told him, I said, look, my dad...
Okay, you win.
My brother was in a hurry.
I
couldn't even grab my ID. I couldn't grab credit cards. I couldn't grab Hershey. I couldn't grab nothing.
What's up, pal?
We didn't, like, it was not even planned. I didn't even know. Because the night before when the police showed up, my mom said, are you here for
See you
my son
later.
or for my husband? They didn't even answer. They just continued walking down the stairs like they didn't hear her out the balcony because she asked them. And they ignored her completely. So then, the next day when we were going to us, the police is coming up and I'm like, why are the police here? Again, I assumed that was because that's usually what it was. I thought maybe someone from social media called the police and had me swatted again. Well, I'm going to throw the trash. I wasn't expecting that. So then, my dog starts barking, which caused my dad to close the door on the police. And then they said, well, we need to make sure you're okay. Could you go? And I said, we're okay. And I said, I was just getting ready to lay down. You know, I'm tired. Ma'am, you have to come up to me to see if you're okay. And I'm like, we're fine. I said, there's no way. And then I said, my brother's getting ready for work. And she goes, well, can you leave when your brother leaves? So I didn't have a choice to process or
Respect means nothing.
I
Did your tax dollars pay for that? No! So don't do it!
So we had to rush out the door. And then they said, well, do you have a place to stay? I said, place to stay? What do you mean, place to stay?
Give up now, and I promise you.
We're not going to be allowed to go back and go, man. I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to go back. What the heck is wrong? We don't have a place to stay. And you're telling us that we can't go back to our apartment? Bruh. I said I was okay. Do you know what okay is? My day is ruined. I'm tired.
Need a bite.
Thank you for that. That is what you get, punk.
Man, fuck you.
Because you've got both sides blocked. No one can go to work. No one can leave or go.
Back so soon,
I'll keep my
Hopkins?
nose clean
Do
for
you
sure.
ever learn? Let's see what your rap sheet says.
Stopping people
You
from
seem to
going
be a
to
very
work for
violent young man. Even basic mechanics
Wasting
seems beyond you.
resources?
You're unlikely to ever get a job at this rate.
When I said I was
What
okay,
should I do to
but
improve
yeah,
your
when I literally show the police threats, right? Like message threats. Oh, they don't do anything?
Well,
When I
well,
said,
well.
okay,
If it isn't
or
Hopkins.
something, that's why I defund the police all the way. Because why is it you ain't doing your job correctly? When I'm actually receiving threats and saying people are right outside my place, you don't do nothing. When I say I'm okay, oh, that's cause for concern. I didn't call them. I haven't called them in a long time. And as a matter of fact, Judy, why don't you go to Squid's comment section and ask Squid why she called the cops on a black person and said, deal with the cops, bitch. Oh, I'm a cop call. But when people call cops on me, oh, they're not cop calls. Why did she call the cops on me? I didn't do anything to her. I was not parked at her job.
Hopkins, you're done.
Let the non-subs come to the wedding. You know what's funny is how you got my mom's Reddit taken down for posting the proof.
Ain't no stopping Jimmy Hopkins.
It would be a shame if someone got your Reddit to be taken down. Like, go to the Reddit. You will have a Reddit soon.
Never doing aerobics again.
All the people that have been coming forward to me about
I gotta get going.
there's a lot of people
Come on, bud.
that just wanted to just
Unguarded!
and don't
Mom says I have a real temper. You'll see.
Yeah.
You're such a noodle head.
It is already 2:43. Shouldn't you be at a job right now? Not in a Reddit? Or shouldn't you be asleep for a graveyard shift? Not a Reddit? Imagine having the time to be a hater for someone 24/7. That's crazy. No, I don't have to assume I know so. It's not an assumption. First of all, you don't see large content creators. You don't even see rich people like Jeff Bezos actively going out of their way to hate someone unless they have money to pay. In which that case, that makes them a POS. If you're going out of your way to actively hate someone and you have a hate Reddit, you got no life. I don't have time, especially being someone in my day, to have a hate Reddit.
I've heard that the
I don't
affirmative
have to
action...
assume. I know. And other people don't have to assume. They
Welcome
told
to the
me.
cornerstone
You're right, they don't got jobs. Okay? It's not an assumption when you're seeing the facts right before your eyes. Imagine being in a Reddit 24/7 and not making no money. Oh. What assumption is it? How has Sorge been getting paid? My mom doesn't get a check, so she gets disability. That's news to me. Thank you, government, for denying my mom disability, but also giving her disability. Because my mom's hard of hearing, she can't work. She's denied disability. Years ago, she tried to fight it with a lawyer, and the lawyer, she still got denied with a lawyer, had to refight it again, had to get a new lawyer, and decided not to get a new lawyer. So this is news to me that my mom gets disability while actively being denied. Because if my mom was getting disability, that would be news to me. And then to say that I'm taking my dad's disability, do you know that when people go to jail, they lose their disability? He no longer gets his disability. We're trying to get him help so he can get back on his disability, because he won't do it if he's sick. And I don't know why people want to pry into my business and be like, when's the last time you talked to anybody about getting your father help? When's the last time you've ever dug up your grandma
Don't let
and
that hair go to your head
reunited
now.
from the grave? Don't talk about me, and I won't talk about you. Okay? You got it? How come why is it a problem when I respond, but when other people do weird-ish, it's not a problem? Yeah, I have a hate Reddit to hate on people 24/7. People will call me jobless. Let's be for real.
I'm gonna cut my toenails. Later.
You're always so fat.
Like, imagine if I was doing this right now. Like, people would clearly have a problem because I have a large following. It's funny how people can actively do things and get away with it. No one ever talks about how these people have literally hurt and harmed minors. I'm not going to tell you, if something happens again, I don't want to hear about it. If anything involves, like,
That's what I'm talking about.
CP got exposed, this was this year. Recently, this month, or last month, for spamming CP in their Discord. I'm tired of hearing something happening, because nobody cares. Y'all should be actively getting the group together and call the police. I reported it to the police. One person is not going to make stuff shake and bake. It has to be a large group of people that comes together and reports it to the police for the police to do something.
$100 for an
aspirin,
please.
Just because I have a large following and I have proof does not mean they're going to act upon it. I've already told them not once but twice when I had encounters with the police. They did not care. I cannot be the only person who is doing something. And every time I make a post on TikTok or my stories, it gets taken down for bullying and harassment. You guys need to start using your platforms and start making more posts about the Discords and start exposing these people. If you really don't like the ish that they have done to me and lied on me, you need to stop caring about what's going to happen to you, because at this point it should be about protecting minors. And I understand you don't want to get doxxed in that, but sometimes you gotta put minors before yourself, especially because if I was a mother, and because I want to be a mother, I would protect my child at all costs, even if it means putting me in harm's way.
Just what I needed.
Like, how is someone going to lie in my messages talking about how they are so